Okay, New York session done. Yesterday was NFP news day. Usually on those days, market will trade sideways until NFP drops and picks a direction. Had a bunch of signal days on in coming into New York on the New York pairs, but pretty much all of them were invalid by the time New York session came around. So I did not look at all on the forex pairs. Focused primarily on the indices and gold. Oil, I took a nice trade on it in London. I was waiting for a deeper pullback. It never happened, so I did not have gold on my watch list. So I focused just on these three. So first trade I took was on gold. Gold, daily breakout level, weekly breakout level, monthly breakout level, all bullish. We broke out above the previous week high. So weekly traders are bullish. And the last monthly level triggered was the previous month high last month, and we're above that. Um, hasn't triggered any monthly level this month, and I could see that by looking at the indicator here. It's not a solid triangle, which tells me that no monthly level has been triggered yet. So we're still bullish on the month. In order to reverse this move, I'm looking for a fake out of a lower time frame. In this case, the weekly time frame. I'm looking for a weekly high fake out, which would give me a breakout high of the month, and a weekly fake out would turn this into a breakout reversal. Um, I thought that would happen yesterday, but price actually came down below the previous week high and then closed back above it. So technically, I'm still bullish on this until until a high of year. But we'll see how it moves on Monday. Anyways, coming into New York session yesterday, I see that the market was trading in a narrow range, coiling. That's usually a sign that a breakout will happen. So, because I had so much bullish pressure, I was looking for a breakout setup. Breakout setup for me is a previous H8 high breakout and a previous day high breakout. It's color coded red. So, I try to enter with a retracement trigger, retracement buy after a previous M15 low fake out and previous H8 high breakout. So over here, we have the breakout of the H8 high, breakout of the previous day low, and I'm waiting for the M15 low fake out that happens over here. I did not trade this move. It's not my style to trade this. I always wait for the fake out. So in this case, it also triggered the previous H8 low and H4 low, which gave me confluence, but isn't required for a breakout setup for me. So once that happened, I looked at the last M15 low breakout level, M15 breakout level. This tells me that the market is pushing down, and the idea is that I want to enter on a breakout level above this, which tells me that the market is now reversing direction. So these moves always happen at the swing points. It's impossible for a swing point to exist without reversing that breakout level. So it's one thing that I'm always looking for when I try to reverse direction. So here we have the uh, bearish breakout bar. That's the information that the market's telling us that traders are pushing down. So once that gets taken out with a breakout bar on the opposite side, that's when I look for longs. And so same thing here. So we have a fake out of the peak. Usually that's the first sign that a reversal is coming. A fake out of a previous peak, but I don't consider this a reversal until it gets below the breakout level. So the confirmation of the reversal is when it gets below that breakout level. Um, yeah. So in this case, I look at the last M15 bearish breakout bar, and I'm looking to enter above that. Now, obviously, this is too far for me, and I did want to take an entry aggressively. I want to get in at the best price as I can. So I was looking for a M15 low fake out, which happens here. And this breakout level broke below a previous low. So when you break below a previous breakout low, that turns into a breakout low, and I get a fake out low over here. So this is I'm trading an M15 breakout reversal. So here's the M15 low fake out, and I enter when price gets above that and above the um, previous day high, which happened here. So my target was at the least. First target was at the high of the day. Second target was at the high of the year. In this case, price struggled at the breakout level and eventually came back and took me out at break even. I had already moved to break even. at this point. Usually I wait for one pullback before I start to move my stops. When price started to struggle here, this is when I start to kind of um, violate this breakout level. That's when I had the idea that this trade is probably not going to work out. So I was at break even already, came down, took me out, did not catch, took me out at break even, did not catch the reversal move. For me, this was a really nice move. Obviously, this is a better move to take, but for me, everything is bullish here, and this is not a setup that I'd be comfortable to take. So yeah, did not take this, but it was a good move. It was also above the fake out level, right? So yesterday faked out, bearish fake out day, and it was above that. So I had no reason to be looking for a sell here. It was also above the H8 breakout level as well. So to me, everything was bullish. Was not even considering taking this move. Did not see that happening. Um, but yeah, it's okay. Uh, Break even on gold next. So gold was out. So after that, I looked at just the indices. We had already broken out below the previous day low on both of them. They're both all bearish. So I was looking for a pullback continuation. So I need to see an M15 high fake out, which happened on both. This faked out the M15 high. This also faked out the M15 high. So when I was deciding which one to take, I could see that the weekly breakout level on US30 has just reversed, while the weekly breakout level on NAS hasn't. Um, and so the reason why I prefer looking at that, if you look at the weekly breakout level on US30, this is the last weekly bullish breakout bar. On my charts, you'll see these arrows, and this is the last weekly breakout level. Next weekly bar did not break above that, so this isn't, I don't adjust it, it's still the same. And then this week broke below it. While if you look at NAS, the last breakout level is up here, and NAS is still creating its new move. Best trades for me are always at the peaks, at the swing points. So if I can get into a market as close as possible to these swing points, that's when I want to be looking for a trade. So I knew that US30 was closer to that than NAS, so I opted for US30. So coming into New York session, broke out, waiting for a pullback, broke out above here. Here's the last uh, bullish breakout bar, looking to enter below this level. Um, in New York, I like to trade more aggressively. So was waiting for a fake out of the M15 high, which happens over here. And then I entered as that level broke, and it also broke the M15 breakout level, this dash line. So once that happens, took it and held on to it. So for breakouts, I don't have a target. What I look for is um, an M15 low reversal. So what that means is I'm looking for the last. I look at the last bullish bar. When there's a breakout bar in the opposite direction, that's when the market changes direction. And so in this case, I'm looking for the opposite to happen. So I look at the last bearish breakout bar, and when a bullish breakout bar takes that out, that's when I exit. So in this case, I entered like this, and I waited until it closed and exited at this level. Um, so yeah, that's it. Took those two trades, didn't look at forex. So had a trade on gold, US30, and that was it.